It's not every day that you get a script sent to you and you read it and then you start laughing out loud. And I was like proper like just laughing, and every other page was like just a laugh out loud moment. So I was like, I think there was a part of me that was, well, all of me was sort of like, I really want to be a part of this in some shape or form. And when I first read it, it was just for one of the supporting roles. So, and I'm happy with anything, do you know what I mean? So I really went for it with the self-tape and everything. Like I really had a good time with it. And yeah, it's just really funny, and like the opportunity to like work with people who I really admire and people who I've been watching and growing up with for a long time. I just thought I'd be stupid not to take it up. So yeah, I just thought I just thought it was really funny and I wanted to be a part of it. Called The Festival, and it's about two friends, Shane and Nick, who have graduated from university, and Nick has just broken up with his girlfriend at graduation. So they were all planning to go to a music festival for the first time. So you have to imagine everything that could possibly go wrong for a group of young people, or for two young people on their way to the festival, at the festival, during the festival, coming back from the festival, goes wrong for these two. So it's just a really like silly, but quite, touching at times as well. Really fun film about two friends who are just trying to have fun. That's they're both different. I grew up on stage, so I grew up like being on stage and working on stage with doing improvisation, devised work, and all that stuff. So that's why I started first, and it's only recently that I've started to come onto the to the screen world. So they both have their different, attributes and what they're about and stuff. So, but I enjoy doing both. So it's hard to pick one. But I've done more theatre than I've done screen. I'm still learning. I mean, I'm learning all the time, whether it's on stage or whether it's in front of a camera. But yeah, they're just both very different. So I can't pick. You can't make me pick. So I grew up watching like the Lenny Henry show, and like being just like a big fan of his, and Will Smith, Denzel Washington. If I was to talk about any directors, it would probably be like one director that always sticks to my mind, Sean Holmes at the Lyric Hammersmith in London, Matthew Dunster, Rufus Norris. Those are just theatre directors that I really look up to. But theatre, like artistic influences, I steal from everyone and try to make my own sort of hybrid of something. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't like kind of steer clear of different things. I try to take from everyone and try and make my own thing. Oh, you just keep going. You can't stop because there's people watching. So it happens, And the thing is that when audiences, they're not expecting you to be perfect. They're coming to see a show, but they're not expecting you to be perfect. So if a mistake does happen, I think they would enjoy that more, to see what we would do, what the actor would do, what the actors would do, the company would do. So I think the best thing is not to panic. And in saying that, I have panicked, so I'm a big hypocrite for saying that, because there's been times where I've like, dried or something, I've forgotten the line, and I'm just staring at the actor, and the actor's like, give me something, and then I'm like, sorry. And then we have to make something up. We have to make something up on the spot. But yeah, I think the best thing to do is like not to panic and just to keep going as much as you can, and then get to the next bit where we all know what we're doing. But it happens. It happens. It's theatre. So my own cast for a comedy horror. That's really good. My own cast for a comedy horror. I put myself as the lead in front on all the posters. Nobody else, just me. And then like a bunch of my friends, like, do you know what I mean? Who are, because we're all in like the same sort of thing. We all try to create work and stuff. So everyone that I know, I'll put in the film. So we all just do it together. Not to conform and not to turn into something else. I think the most important thing is to have integrity in this business, because there can be times where you might be treated a certain way. It happens in any business where they treat you a certain type of way because you're from this place or from that place. Everyone knows that the industry itself is quite a privileged industry, and from where I come from, you know, I didn't train, I didn't go to drama school, I kind of just jumped right in. So I didn't jump right. I worked hard, but I didn't go down the conventional route. So I think the best thing, the most important thing is just to stay true to yourself and not to try and be something else. Do you know what I mean? I feel like if there's ever a point where I feel where I'm not being myself, that's when I have to take a step back and be like, no. Like, I don't care who it is. I don't care if you're the biggest producer in the world. I don't care if you're about to give me. I'm not gonna do something just to get that job. All I can do is be myself and do my best. And if you don't want to work with me, or if you feel like I'm not right for it, then cool. I'll just move on to the next one. My thoughts on the UK. I think it's awesome. I feel at the moment that it's getting attacked. With all the stuff that's happening lately in London, in particular, with all the how should I put it? How young people are being perceived these days, and how in the media young people are seen as just these wild things, and then the media blaming the music scene because of it. I feel like it's not fair. I feel like it's wrong. I feel like right now the UK music scene, in my opinion, is as best as ever been. And if we continue to go through the route we're going down now with the music scene, I feel like it'll be just like the best. I feel like right now it's doing its thing. I feel like right now it's doing its thing and needs to continue doing its thing. So I play a bit of basketball. I just hang out with my friends as well. Like, I do a lot of. I feel like I'm always working. So whether it's like, with my literally I spend all my time with my friends and my family. So I play a bit of basketball and I spend a lot of time with my friends and my family. I don't really have much. I go to the cinema, we go out to eat, go to like live events and stuff like that. So that's just like spending time with people. I like doing that. Keep going. If that's what you really want to do, then just keep going. Don't let anyone tell you different. Create your own work. People will see it because there's so many platforms now. In particular, like, let's use the biggest one, YouTube. Like, everyone, you can do anything. Buy a camera. Not even like buy a camera. Use your phone and just film stuff. Edit it. It doesn't have to be the best thing in the world. Just put it on and just share it. And just keep sharing it, because people will watch it and someone will see it and go, oh, I like that, and then develop it. Do you know what I mean? Like, just keep going. Hopefully to see me more, just to see me do like original things. Just see me everywhere, really. I'm trying to prove the naysayers wrong. I don't know who the naysayers are, but there's always some in it. So I'm trying to prove them wrong. So I'm going to try and keep going on and keep going as hard as I can. Yeah, so you can follow me on Twitter, Hams the Actor, DA Actor. You can follow me on Instagram, Hammed Hams, HAMMED HAMZ. Yeah, and that's it really, yeah. Well, because I'm doing it now, A Monster Calls, I saw that. Well, I read the book first, and then I bawled like a baby, and then I watched the film so I'm doing it at the Bristol of it now, and I watched the film like the other night, and I was just like in bits, in the fetal position, it's like hugging a pillow, like, oh my days. Yeah, that's I think that's all that made me cry. I can't do that. Most people don't know this, but my primary school talent show, I did a dance solo to Daniel Bedingfield's "Gotta Get Through This." Obviously, yeah. Shout out to Mogul Magazine. This is gonna be big. I love it. These guys are awesome.